Welcome back. You're still watching the game. In a weird twist of events, the underdogs are leading against the defending champions. Yes, you heard that right. The Sacramento Kings reign supreme after taking game number 2 now against the Golden State Warriors. And joining us still to dissect the resurgence of this revamped Kings roster, as NBA hype host, Mikee Reyes. Okay, I guess the first question, Mikee, that I would ask, are you surprised that they are 2-0? And I will contextualize the question as surprise, knowing that first, they are seeded higher than Golden State.
Yeah.
Number 2, defending champions in Golden State. But number 3, they suck this year on the road, talking about GSW. So, are you still surprised that they're up 2-0?
Well, like what you said, people forget that they have the higher seed. So they've actually performed
people
better.
Forget about them.
They forget about them. Kasi first time in 17 years.
Right.
So I think this season, Sacramento has proven to be the better team, at least in the regular season. In the playoffs, yes, I am still surprised because you know how parang Hinebra, di ba? In the regular season, parang naghihintay lang naman ng playoffs si Steph Curry, si Draymond, but now they're down 0-2 for the first time. So, is the panic button going to be pushed? But they're going to go straight to Chase Center and regroup. Hopefully, there are no suspensions of what happened this morning or last night sa kanila. So, we'll see what happens, but definitely a lot of people are surprised.
Just put more context in that, it's the first time Steph Curry has trailed 0-2 again in his playoff career. Now, you take a look at this, actually, even our writer suggested that underdog yung Sacramento Kings. Again, despite having the higher seed, are they really that much of an underdog against Golden State Warriors? Now that we look at it, now that we've seen the first 2 playoff games, have we looked down on them a bit too much here against Steph Curry and the Warriors?
Yeah, I think masyado naman natin silang in-underrate. I think they're too underrated naman coming in. But still, you have to close out. And it's tough to close out a team like the Warriors. And the Warriors know that. What's the toughest part of winning a series is actually clinching or winning that 3rd and 4th game, especially on the road. So I'm still not gonna predict that it'll be the Kings in 4 and 5 because you never know pag naikot.
So Kings in 6 ka?
Mga ganon.
Kings in 3. Wait, okay, so 2-0, okay.
Yeah.
2 very close games, huh? In the very high-paced games. Down, the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game, it's still undecided, still up for grabs. What has made the difference, though, in terms of Sacramento pulling it off in the last 2 games, in your opinion?
I think the youth. The youth is showing, and we
in
never
what
know.
way?
Baka nagugulat din yung Golden State. I mean, they've seen this team maybe 4 times in the regular season or less. So, baka sila din nagugulat. Like, even in the crunch time, they continue to deliver. De'Aaron Fox is one of the most underrated clutch players.
He might win the award.
He might win the award. So, that is definitely someone that we don't talk about when we talk clutch players. So, nanggugulat pa din sila eh. But, when the scouting report comes in, this is a 7-game series. Dito medyo magla-lockdown yung Golden State.
Let us give the flowers to Domantas Sabonis because we forget that he is a multiple-time All-Star.
Yeah.
That Domantas Sabonis is actually one of the leaders in rebounding. Actually, the leader in rebounding. The most amount of double-doubles this season. Again, but you don't really notice him or think about him, and yet here he is helping lead this team against the Warriors.
Siya yung mahirap pag-usapan sa mga sports shows eh. Kasi like you don't see a lot of his highlights. I've said this off-cam. He may be, I mean this in the nicest way possible, the most boring, most efficient all-star there is right now. You don't see him in the highlight reel, but his numbers are there. Siya yung tipong magugulat ka na lang eh, na parang, 20 and 10 na pala siya that easily. Like a Zebo maybe during his time, so who also, I think, led the league in double-doubles per season. So, with Domantas Sabonis, it's tough to defend the guy that efficient. Walang sayang na movements, na he doesn't throw the ball away, he doesn't force anything up. So I think this is another challenge for the Warriors to try and stop.
Although technically he did have a bad game 1, and a great bounce back game 2.
Very good.
Today. And a lot of people do forget, it's not just this year. He was an in-season trade from last year, diba? Buddy Hield, sila Halliburton, and all went to Indiana. So as soon as he got plugged into Sacramento last year, nagpatuloy yung magandang laro niya this year, obviously, as the number 3 seed. But it's not only him. De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, old college teammates. The backcourt has been spectacular for them, not only this year, but especially in the series.
Had
in
a
the two
great
games.
game one in particular.
And both of them scoring 30
Around
plus.
30 plus,
30
yeah.
plus
30,
for the
yeah.
first time they make their first playoff appearance. I think that was a record of some sort. But I think they've been ready. Playing in a team the way they did in college, they're kind of used to playing in that atmosphere. But it's still the NBA playoffs, so iba pa din yan. But the question is, can you do the same in the playoffs on the road against a hostile Golden State Warriors fan base?
Everything had to turn out right. For the Kings to get where they are, they had to make trades instead of trying to build through the draft. Of course, they had a few good draft picks there. But then even getting the right coach, Mike Brown coming in, and he's only the second coach in Kings history to win over 40 games in Sacramento. It just had to be a perfect storm for this team to be the beam team that we know today.
Here's to think about, no? So, Rick Adelman lang yung isang successful coach sa Sacramento. And, well, he has the experience. Mike Brown, he's had success with Cleveland. He's had success, obviously, with the Warriors as an assistant coach. And it was just the right time to pluck him out of that Warriors program to bring him in over here and try to change the culture of the Kings, or to bring back at least the glory days. Pwede mo bang sabihin yung bring back after 17 years? Diba? Nakakalimutan na nila yung glory days. But he definitely brought that culture. And right now, he's up 2-0 against his former team.
And a lot of it is because they know the system. He knows the system of Golden State. If you watch the games 1 and 2, pareho sila nagbabasahan. They're trying to, really stop each other's triggers and plays. Okay, game 3 goes to Chase. Do you have a sweet prediction?
No. I'm giving it to...
Di ka naman mababash dito.
Dito at least sure tayo. Di magagalit yung Warrior Nation sa atin.
Go make a hot take for game
yung Dub
number 3.
Nation, di naman magagalit pa. I'm going Golden State.
We're going Golden State.
Unless there are any suspensions.
Right,
wala namang suspensions.
Yeah.
But so far, wala. But if they're gonna play mano-a-mano again, I'm giving it to Golden State. No way are they going down 0-3.
And remember, Golden State are a different team at home.
Iba.
But
compared to away.
to counter that though, I heard this morning that Sacramento was a better road team than them.
So good home team versus good road team.
I love that.